Hi, good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? Um, Mrs. Peterson is very happy that the sun is coming out. She's super excited that we get to go pick Graydon up on Sunday. He is finished with college, and I am so proud of him. That's a big deal. Mrs. Peterson's going to take his gown and cap up so we can take pictures with him and his tassel, and I will make sure that you guys see how handsome he looks. Maybe he could have gotten a haircut because his hair's almost longer than mine, but that's another piece that we'll worry about. Anyways, I miss you guys. I truly miss you. So today I am going to read The Gigantic Giant Goof-up, Chapter 2, in which there are tears. I am crossing my fingers that I do not have to sing. As you know, that is, I'm not very good at it. All right, let's do this. By the time Eliza and Lavender reached the village square, Steve, the village crier, was already crying. "Ooh, oh," he bawled. He wept, bawled, wailed, and blubbered until everyone had arrived. When the whole village was gathered, he blew his nose, looked up, and beamed. "Good morrow, fine citizens of Squirb," he said. "Today I bring wondrous news from our fair capital. Letters. This morning a royal wedding has taken place." Lavender's eyes widened. She gripped her sister's hands. She adored royal weddings. One day she was going to marry a prince and have a royal wedding of her own. It was going to be a simple, tasteful affair with only her family and a few close friends, dignitaries, ambassadors, and emperors, both human and penguins. Eliza, on the other hand, just frowned. She had hoped that the announcement would at least be about something vaguely interesting, like the day Prince Nigel, the intrepid, had announced that he was off to hunt the dread vole of Gweem, or the day after that, when Prince Nigel had announced that the dread vole of Gweem was just fine. And anyway, it only ate people on Tuesdays. So really, it was perfectly all right to leave it just where it was. And no, he wasn't scared of it. Of course not. Why would anybody think that? "My friends," Steve declared, "this very morning, the world's third biggest and only mass surprise royal wedding has taken place. On this happy morn, all 50 princes of Squirb and the surrounding kingdoms were married to 49 princesses and one very lucky sheep. After the ceremony, Princess Katrina, one of the brides, walked among the crowd, sharing her special story. It is wonderful just because he is a prince. I definitely remember his name. I could easily find him again among all these other princes. Actually, has anyone seen him? He's named, he kind of looks royalish. And so, dear friends, there will be no more royal weddings in Squirb for many, many years to come. For now, all the princes and princesses in the realm are happily married." As the villagers burst into cheers, and Steve, the village crier, burst into tears again, Eliza turned to her sister and noticed that she had turned pale. She was even paler than this page. Unlike this page, Lavender didn't have words written on her. But if she had words written on her, they would have been words like "what?" and "no" and "arr." "Lavender," said Eliza, "are you all right? Maybe you should sit down." Shh, Lavender replied. I'm listening. Because now the village choir was reading out all the names of the princes who had gotten married. Prince Harry the Invincible, Prince Larry the Vincible, Prince Althered the Unready, and his brothers, Prince Althered the Nearly Ready, and Prince Althered the Hang On. I'll be there in just a minute. Prince Nigel the Intrepid, Prince Magnus the Magnetic. No! Lavender cried. Prince Roland the Incontinent, Prince Antarctic the Continent, Prince Vlad the Impaler, Prince Brad the Impala, Prince Alice the Pretender. When he got to the end of the list, Lavender beamed. There's still one prince that I can marry. He hasn't mentioned Prince Ian the Princely. I will set my heart on him. And in other news, said the village crier, Prince Ian the Princely has given up his title and run away to paint ducks. After a short and moving ceremony, the artist formerly known as Prince Ian the Princely said, I hated being a prince. I'm off and you'll never find me. Bye. Then Steve gave the traditional signal that the royal announcement was over. The royal announcement is over, he announced. As the other villagers started to wander away, Lavender stood there, completely still, as if time had stopped. Actually, as if time had stopped, sat down, had a cup of tea, and another one, and then gone for a bit of a snooze. And tomorrow I will read chapter 3, in which there is a fairy tale. I hope you have a super special day. I'm off to get Breslin up because she has to go to work. I'm very proud of you. I miss you. Keep smiling. Bye. Oops. Thanks.